Hello everyone, this is the first part of a Resident Evil Leon speedrun. We're going for a PB. The current time to beat is 2:25 28, and this is part 1. We're going for S plus rank, no save. So all cutscenes will be skipped. And we will get straight into the action. So this first zombie that's coming up, you can dodge it on normal and hardcore with both characters. It doesn't really matter. And we're going to go this way. This is all post commentary, by the way.
I'll be back for you.
So when we fade in from this skipped cutscene, we'll walk through the model. We'll grab the key. The key will go in slot 1. And we'll move the gun to slot 3. We'll wait for the zombie to walk past the corridor to the wall, and then we'll head this way. It's important that when you use items and they no longer serve a purpose, you discard it. Menuing is super important in this game, and a lot of the time you're going to be spending so much time in the menus that you're not going to progress. So we'll discard the key. Skipping this cutscene and this one, and when you fade in after this final skipped cutscene, you're going to do a quick turn and take this exact line that I'm taking now. So we go past this car, avoid those zombies. On hardcore, these zombies will do a double lunge, and they can do double lunges on standard as well due to the difficulty adjust, but for now we don't have to worry about that. So going down these stairs, and you'll notice that as I'm going down the stairs, I'm aiming my gun and then letting go of the aim. This will boost Leon up and down the stairs by about half a second. I'm not exactly sure of the time saved myself, but that's what I've found. Now you'll notice I'm not playing without music. This is because you'll be able to hear my voice and still hear the gameplay that's going on. But also, it's less tense, so it means that I'm focusing more. We're going to go straight to the east wing, opening this shutter, skipping another cutscene. The timer doesn't move, it doesn't like continue during cutscenes, but it's just helpful to get back into the action as soon as we skip cutscenes. We're going to grab these bullets in here, and turn the light on. Move the bullets to slot 4 and reload the gun. Once we get past this event, we will see in a moment there is 2 ways to dodge this zombie that's going to come. The first is by standing behind the table unless he can fall over it. The second is by standing here, and when he busts through, we can simply use his recovery animations to clip through and get in and get behind. These zombies go down to 2 focus shots. And then as we approach, we're going to wait for this fat zombie to move forward. We'll shoot him once in the leg, wait till he gets out of the room, and then we're going to remove his leg, and that will let us get the board for free. We get the extra bullets. The board goes in slot 1. Any key items that we want to grab, they will go in slot 1, slot 2,
Does anyone know what started this?
or slot 5. We'll put the knife in slot 4, or 6 even. And in the past when I've tried this before, I've usually avoided using any sort of like knife strats on Birkin, and that's because I'm on console, so the 120 FPS knife trick doesn't really work. However, it sort of works on consoles. We're going to use the board on this you know, window, and then we're going to knock down that zombie so it doesn't interfere with us later on when we're moving away from Mr. X. It's a straight shot now from this corridor to the next. Heading to the left, we'll grab some bullets, and then we will make our way to the other side. We'll ignore the map, we don't need it. Eventually we'll hit the zombie. There you go. 3 focus shots is enough to down any zombies. To the head mainly. I shoot once just to confirm a kill. And for this zombie here, similar thing. We're going to wait for him to get up. We're going to reload the gun. And I wait for this moment specifically to grab these extra bullets. And then after that we can go into the evidence room. And the code for the 109 shutter is 109. That opens the locker here and we can grab the bullets. We will not be using anything else from this locker, it's just the bullets and the shotgun that we're going to go for, but we'll get that shotgun later on. In this room we'll pick up a gunpowder, which will go in slot 7, and these bullets here will also kill this zombie here. Another shot here to confirm. Yep, the code for this safe is 9157. We get extra side pack. Side packs are going to be important. There is an extended clip that we can grab, but I'm going to do that later on when we've got the spade key. We're going to grab the herb and the board. The herb is going to go in slot 9, and the board in slot 1. Use the board immediately, and we can head into the dark room, where we'll grab some extra bullets and another gunpowder, which we'll put in slot 8, and we will grab this red herb, which we can combine with the green, and we'll put the gunpowders away, and the herb and the knife, or maybe not the knife, I don't know. Heading up these stairs using the stair skating technique, we're going to deal with this female zombie. Take the bullets, and we're going to deal with this guy. I believe this is where I get my first headshot. No? Yes? Maybe? No. We're going to go up the stairs first to the 3rd floor. The reason being we need a valve to open, to close off the steam to get to the stairs office. So we're going to put the key into slot 1. The most important key items that have multiple uses will go into slot 1. Everything else is either slot 2 or slot 5. We'll take this extra gunpowder and we'll put it in slot 7, and we'll put the boards in slot 2. Matt Walker of DMC 5. We will shoot him until he falls, and then we'll take this other side pack, which will expand our inventory to 12 slots. We will also take these bullets and we will leave.
Leon, it's Marvin. I need you back here ASAP.
So when you're in this room,
I've got something to show you. It's important.
Copy that. I'll be right there.
so here's Misty. We're going to pop her twice, so she'll fall on the stairs, and then we can finish her off. which I believe is now. Yes. Heading into the left here, unicorn medal. The code is it's Pisces, Scorpio, Aquarius, and I believe I put yes. So the unicorn medal goes in slot 1 because it's an immediate thing we're going to use soon. We'll take this extra knife because we are using it against Birkin. We're going to move these bookshelves preemptively. This is so that when we come back through here, when we're evading Mr. X, we can only move it once, and we don't have to move it ever again. So I decide ultimately not to aggro this zombie, and instead you can just use the key, and if you enter from a specific line, then you never aggro the zombie. There are some extra bullets over here that we'll grab. Remember, we haven't picked up the extended clip yet, so every bullet is going to count. The code for the lion statue coming up is going to be lion, herb, bird. This goes in slots 2. And stair skating down the stairs again. We'll skip this cutscene when we fade in. We'll put the I believe we go ahead and open, yes, we open the door. And we go and grab the extended clip now. The reason I do this now is so that, you know, if we'd have done it before, then we would have aggroed the zombie in that room with the side pack safe. The code for these on the left code is NED, the second code is MRG. We'll combine the extended clip. It's important that you combine weapon parts when your gun is at full capacity, because then you'll get an additional amount of bullets. For the handgun, you just combine it when you've got 12 shots and you'll get an extra 12. For the shotgun, do it when you've got 4, you'll get an extra 4 shots. I don't believe the same happens for the Magnum. Speaking of the Magnum, we actually do not pick the Magnum up in the A scenario, because we don't need it. The code for this safe is 6211, when I decided to get it right. And we'll combine that. And now I think that just makes us so that we have more damage output. I'm not sure. Final use of the spade key, discard it immediately. Remember the menuing trick. We're going to activate the helicopter now, so that we don't need to activate it later on. We'll also grab this, another board, the weapon card key, which will go in slot 1. In the B scenarios, I will I take the Magnum in the B scenarios, but for now we're going to take another board here. So there's some more handgun bullets, and the bolt cutters. Finally, the bolt cutters are going to go in slot 1. We're going to immediately use them on this door. And then we're going to do a quick spot check for that other zombie. Is over there. Nice. So then we deal with this zombie currently. We get a headshot. Nice. We use the boards here. And we're going to deal with this zombie. There is a lot of handgun bullet use, I'm not gonna lie, in this section, but that's okay, you know. So we're gonna deal with this other zombie as well. Lots of panic shooting going on currently. I take the opportunity when to stun that zombie the second time to just board up that window And then we confirm another death here. Okay, there is a flash grenade to collect. We want to make sure that we save as many flash grenades as we, as we can for the final fight against Super Tyrants. Any gunpowders that we get, we combine with the other gunpowders instantly to get shotgun shells. More shotgun shells means, you know, more headshots. They're just really useful against G3, so we're going to be using those. The fuse goes in the shutter. Do a quick spot check for the zombies with the red on. Quick check on the time, we're doing okay for time. We'll take these bullets finally. And then here we'll dump the knife, the gunpowder, the knife, and the flash grenade. Everything else we'll keep. We'll take this herb, so we can combine it with a red herb later on. So there's going to be 4 zombies that we need to deal with in this corridor, because we only boarded up one of the windows. The first window that you see is always the one that you should board up, I think. And then for this zombie, we'll... Again, focus shots, really helpful. Confirm kill. Yes, nice. Wait for the mystery to come through the door again.
Fuck!
Okay. Using the boards. There's another board that we can use after we deal with these 2.
What the?
Okay. So now that the corridor is clear, we can go ahead and board it up. We're going to use the bolt cutters for a final time. And discard them. Grab the detonator. Put the valve in slot 2. Grab the flash grenade. Grab the boards. Put the board in slot 2. 5 even. And we're going to board up this corridor. I board up this corridor in Leon A, because Leon has to go through this corridor multiple times, so it's better to just suck it up and then just board the windows. We're going to take this herb as well, I think. Do we? Yes, we do. Good boy, he remembered. Right. Back into this room. Or not. Hello? Okay. Oh yes, we have to, yeah. I'll wait until we get the valve open first. So we'll grab this red herb here, combine it with the green. And this puzzle, it's very hard-ish. It's not really hard, but it's just infuriating. So it's easier to picture these portable safes as having like a numbered dial sort of thing. So in the direction that the arrows are facing, you want to go sequentially. And it might look like I'm just pressing buttons, but I'm actually working it out here. So this is 8, and that's 3. So I go 8, 1, 2, 3, and then I hit a stumbling block. So 8, and then I fiddle around for a bit, just trying to get all the numbers right. So that's 3 and 4, that's 6, that's 8, that's 3, 8, 2, so that's 4, that's 2, that's 4, that's 1, that's 3, that's 1, that's 6, so 8, 1, 2, And that's 7. So 7, 8. Okay, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The pattern is always randomized, so, and that I only really bother for this one portable safe anyway because it has shotgun shells. I wouldn't recommend going for the others. It's just not worth it. The code for this locker is CAP. And we'll get more shotgun shells here, and we will use the valve, and I believe we go back now. Yes, we do. We go back to use the spare key, because it's just going to clog up our inventory. I'm not exactly sure on the damage values that hand grenades have against the Super Tyrant, but I've always been stocking them up anyway. So the code for this is 280 to open the shotgun shells locker, which we'll do so now. And I also use this opportunity to grab the shotgun and the shells inside this weapon cabinet. I put the shotgun in slot 9, or is it slot 10? I believe it is. Take the shotgun shells and leave. We never have to return to this room ever again. In the B scenario, we only go there for the shotgun, and that's it. Literally just that's it. More stair skating up the stairs, and we finally can progress to the stairs office. There is a gunpowder, there's a regular gunpowder in this locker here, which we'll grab. Nothing in that locker, and then there's some more shotgun shells to the left, and the liquor is there on the ceiling. We don't really care about the liquor, we just go into this room anyway. Combine the battery with the detonator. Combine the red herb with the green herb. Combine this yellow gunpowder with the gunpowder we found. Combine it with the shotgun shells. There is a first aid spray that you can grab. I wouldn't recommend it, you don't need it. Grab these shotgun shells. Grab this flash grenade. And in the B scenario, we would just we use the stairs emblem, turn it to a USB key, grab the magnum, and then we're ready for G1. Here we have to do a bit of legwork because we're still not ready for G1, and we're walking in this corridor after we exit the stairs office because there is a liquor that you've just seen on the inside wall. Into this room, we can start running again, heading up the stairs, more stair skating, and back in this room. Interesting thing about this room is that when you use the detonator and then you leave the room and come back, the bookshelf doesn't fall over. But that's not the interesting thing about this room. It's that we can actually completely avoid the liquor and dodge it without any injury to ourselves whatsoever. In the past, when I first played this, I wasn't trying to learn all the strategies and stuff. I would just tank the damage and be okay with it, and I was always have a green and red mix herb. But here the code is maiden, bow, snake. The medallion goes in slot 1. And here, if we line ourselves up parallel to the wall, aim up, and the liquor whiffs completely. This works with Leon, it works with Claire, it works on standard, on hardcore, on assisted. It's a very, very consistent and safe dodge, and you can do it anytime. Again, lining ourselves up with the door here so we don't trigger the zombie, and we are free and clear of the library. We won't have to come back here for a bit, but for now we have a boss fight to deal with. So we head back in, skipping this cutscene. Shotgun shells on the left, there is gunpowder on the right. I put away the shotgun shells, the flash grenade, the 2 mixed herbs. Actually, I take 1 flash grenade and 2 knives, I believe. I think I do anyway. I do. Only taking the 1. We don't want to lose all of our flash grenades. More stair skating down the stairs. I'm not even sure if it's worth stair skating down the stairs as opposed to up the stairs. So maybe somebody in the comment section will let me know about that one. We'll take the grenade. Doesn't really matter which slot it goes into because they're all going in the item box anyway. But I believe I still use the grenade anyway, I think. Or do I even keep it? I'm not sure. So on 120 FPS this would work pretty consistently. You basically slash Birkin, and the knife does do more damage. It does more ticks. And the knife damage is attached to frame rate. I think I'm operating at 60 FPS, maybe. Might be smaller than that. If it's lower than that, then yeah. Yeah, so we do get hit here. Unfortunate. It's fine. We want to angle ourselves in such a way that the knife... Yeah, we do get grabbed here. That's okay. We have an extra knife. We want to slash in such a way that the lingering damage of the knife goes in between the hitbox. We get grabbed again. And then I stab with the knife again. And then I switch to shotgun. I use one grenade. We do get hit here. This is okay. This is fine. Because there's resources in the room that will help us. We pick up another grenade here. And this is the one we save. I mean, you could argue that we get it back anyway. I opt to use a flash grenade here. Just so that he's stunned. And we'll combine with the red herb and we'll use it. I opt to go with the handgun here. Find Birkin. He can teleport, so do keep in mind that aspect. I go over here anyway, because we want the green herb. We also want these bullets. And after this, it's just a case of shooting him until he dies. And that's the fight.
Somebody's watching.
Any knives that didn't break during the fight will spawn near the ladder. We don't really want them anyway. There is a gunpowder in this locker here. And another herb, which we'll grab. Next comes the basement. Quick check on the time. Nothing much to do while we wait for the bridge to form, but that's okay. In the locker here on the right, we have a side pack, which expands our slots again further to 14. We'll put away both herbs and we'll save one gunpowder. Because we can combine it with a yellow gunpowder in the basement to get more shotgun shells. Now, I've actually calculated here how many shotgun shells you should optimally use. It's only 7, really. Because there's 3 dogs in the kennel that we want to get rid of preemptively. Then there's a zombie near the cells towards where we meet Ben on the floor. We decap him. That's 4 shotgun shells, and then there's another 3 for another 3 dogs that will spawn when we put the power back on. So that's 7. Unfortunately, I have to use the second shotgun shell because I didn't get the headshot on the prone zombie at the jail cells. But that's alright. Heading in this kennel, there was a blue herb here that I also grabbed. This is where you want to start mixing your triple mixes, so your green, red, blues. So there's one there, and another one here. And that's only 3 shotgun shells. The only way I can fathom that I completely did not get the headshot on this prone zombie coming up is because I didn't fully have the crosshair over the head. It was partially covering the arm. Here we'll grab this herb, and the only thing that we're here for actually is this flash grenade. Any herbs are completely optional, but I just take them for safety. The flash grenade is probably the requisite item that we want in here. Or rearranging my inventory in preparation for RPD2. Back through the kennels again to the jail finally, and we can progress further. In the clear scenario, in any of the clear scenarios, be that the first or second run, there will be lickers in this corridor, and yeah, it can be a bit finicky to get them to do what you want. But ultimately, I think I would rather have the dogs than the lickers, just purely because I think it's probably faster, actually. So this zombie here, yeah, you can see I got part of his chest, which is why it didn't actually decap him, which is unfortunate, but it's whatever. Heading this way, we skip another cutscene and we get the crank. The crank is going to go in slot 1. And we're immediately going to go back to the RPD. Once we put the power on, of course. So back through the kennel again. And we use the crank. The crank has 2 uses, the one in the basement and then the second floor of the RPD. And then after that we discard it. Completely fine. In this room here there's a herb to the left and the first power panel part in the box. There's also a gunpowder, a regular gunpowder, which will combine with a yellow gunpowder in the save room to get some shotgun shells. The code for this, the generator, is 34. Which I quickly discover. First dog here. Then there's another one as we leave the generator room. I aim preemptively here, so that when the dog comes, I just pop it instantly and move on. This dog should be taking 1 shotgun shell, but I have to use 2 because I'm too far away. I think judging distance is slightly harder for me than it is for other people, I think. But other than that, it's pretty much fine. This is pretty much free now. At the pace where we're going in this A scenario, you can probably guess that we're going to get an S plus anyway. I recommend that you shouldn't be spending more than, I would say, 50 minutes in both RPD and RPD2. It's too slow otherwise, I think. Ideally, you want to be into the sewers by the hour mark, preferably before that. Here we're sorting out our inventory for the only item, well, in this RPD2 that's going to cost us like 2 inventory slots, which is the cog for the clock tower. In here we have gunpowder B, and we have more handgun bullets. There's magnum rounds on the kitchen, on the bathroom sink, but we don't want them. Fuse goes in slot 2. And I do take the blue herb. Now these zombies here are very interesting, because they can't grab you if there's geometry in the way, which sets them up easily for a headshot. It's also worth noting that even if a zombie's arms are slightly raised, you can still get a headshot off of them. It's only when their arms are raised up fully in that grab state that you won't get the headshot. Here we head to the left after a quick spot check. I suddenly remember that I need to start stair skating. We'll grab this herb, combine it with the blue herb that we've just picked up, and we're going to use the crank. It's worth noting that if you want to get the magnum, then you're going to have to get the diamond key from the basement in order to get, not even the diamond key, because you don't need the diamond key, right? But you would need to grab the arm and the book and get the jeweled box from one of these club key rooms. I only go down here because there's some extra yellow gunpowder that's worth grabbing. Even on the air scenario, you still should go down here just for the extra gunpowder, which we can combine with a large gunpowder near the clock tower room, which will give us 6 shotgun shells, I think. An additional 6, I think. I'm pretty sure that's the number. Don't worry about using like shotgun shells anyway, we'll find plenty of shotgun shells. I ultimately ended up just getting those spare handgun bullets, which I would recommend doing anyway. The handgun bullets are fine for early game, but I think ultimately become useless towards the end of the sewers, because at that point you have the shotgun, which is going to decap zombies anyway. So we're going to go ahead, and before we even go down to shut the fire off, we're going to go ahead and grab these shotgun shells here. Unfortunately, I whiffed that shot completely, no idea why. Forced to use a flash grenade. Unfortunately, one of many sacrifices. And then we'll grab the gear. Quickly remembering where I'm supposed to be going. You move the blue and green mix to the 7th slot so that the club key will fit easily inside there. Skipping this cutscene. There's some more handgun bullets that we don't want. And down these stairs here, which we'll stair skate down, we'll flick the water from right to left, and then we'll start headshotting these 2 zombies. There is a gunpowder to the left, but we don't need it. We'll grab the club key, which goes in slot 6, and then we change it to slot 5. Interestingly enough, there is a way to dodge misdirects, I think, faster than this in the B scenario. You basically point the 1911 at the cracks in the wall, You look at Mr. X, and then as he's about to lunge and do a lunge punch at you, you drop your aim and you can run right by him. It's a similar situation here, but instead of running right by him, we have to back up as well, differently. So we look at the crack of the wall, we look at Mr. X, he's going to jump, there you go, and it's that attack that you want to bait out, because if it's just a right-handed punch, then he has a wall of grab frames that he will just throw you back with. So if it's that left-handed hook punch, then you'll find that you can dodge that consistently. Heading down the stairs here because we need to go to the club key door, the records room, via the club key door. There's two ways of getting to it, and Clay uses the hat key. Deciding what to put away. Ultimately, I think it's just the herb. Or do I even put anything away? No? No, I don't. Okay. I'm not sure the additional space would have been relevant anyway. So there is a liquor in this room, and we want to walk. Even though Mr. X is catching up to us, we want to walk. Using this key, and then we've got the gunpowder here. Do not combine it with the other gunpowder. There's a better gunpowder that we can combine it with. Part of playing this game efficiently is recognizing when it's better to combine different gunpowders with other things. So like here, a lesser skilled player would probably just combine the two gunpowders together and then find the large gunpowder. But what we're actually going to do, we're going to save this yellow gunpowder for the large gunpowder when we get it up to it eventually. See, Mr. X is still following us, he's still catching up. I'm pretty sure at this point the liquor is despawned somewhere else. Probably because of Mr. X. But in any case, we're almost done with RPD. We won't be coming back here again. There's probably a way to incorporate the Magnum into this run, but I don't think it's in the A scenario. I don't think it's ever in the A scenario, to be honest. So we'll wake the zombie up, which is, I don't know. I guess I thought to myself, well, I'll wake him up. If he manages to get in Mr. X's way, that's kind of funny. But ultimately, it's not really relevant. So we'll use the jack handle, move the bookcases to the right once, climb the ladder, and I think by the time we've climbed the ladder, we've already outrun Mr. X anyway. Like, he should be just climbing it now. Same trick as we used in the east hallway with the save room. We wait for this zombie to, and then pop in once, and then this zombie here. I was too far away again. Second shot decaps him. We'll use the large gear, which will lower this staircase. And then I will take the large gear again. And then before we finish the puzzle, we're going to go at the back of this room here, and we're going to grab the large gunpowder. It's requisite that we grab it and combine it with that yellow gunpowder. Get our shotgun shells to 17. Now we can finish the puzzle. Staircasing once again. Yeah, on looking at it now, when you're doing it in rhythm, I think it's probably faster to staircase up than staircase down. But we'll use the large gear here, and then we'll swap it for the small gear that we can use down below.
Hope I don't have to write a report on this.
And we'll grab the second power panel part, which will promptly open up. And sometimes Mr. X can be on any side. Here we have to sacrifice another grenade because, again, I am terrible at aiming. We will get another grenade at the Kendo gun shop, which, you know, I would have liked to have saved personally, but it's whatever at this point. We've probably lost Mr. X now, I think. And we'll head this way. We'll avoid Elliot again. Squeeze by him there. And when we come back here into the parking lot, there will be more dogs that have populated the area, but we don't waste any time on them. We can just completely run by them, and we're completely okay. Sometimes the dogs can attack you, sometimes they can't, but I think I got lucky here, and they just didn't attack me for some reason. It's at this point that I should mention that when you leave the RPD, and you probably hit the sewers, I think that's when the DA starts to go up again. But when we return in the second part of this series, I'll show you a way to lower the DA again. It's taking a while to figure out the solution to this puzzle. There's a way to do that faster. I've already done it faster anyway. It's like 11 moves and then 9 moves, I'm pretty sure. But there's one in the close scenario where you do it in 7 moves. Take this first aid spray. It's not going to affect anything currently, but it'll be useful against Super Tyrant. So we can just heal through damage and stuff when we get caught accidentally.
That's not good.
So these zombies here, usually if I had a grenade or whatever, I would just throw it, take out majority of the zombies. But here I decide I'm going to wait for Mr. X, and he goes for a jump punch, which actually slows him down considerably, which was incredibly lucky. Here I headshot one of the zombies. Downed the first one quite luckily, which is nice. Using the parking garage key. And here we are finally. The Kendo gun shop. The DA is going to start to affect, well, is going to come into effect when we get into the sewers. And by emptying a gun with Ada, we can lower the DA back to, we can reset the DA, I think. I'm pretty sure.
Road's out. Going through that gun shop looks like the only way.
Here we have the extended barrel for the shotgun, which we'll combine. I hope you've preserved your shotgun shells because we get a maximum of 8. We'll pick up this grenade and we'll pick up the bullets here. And then we'll grab this letter from Jill. And then we skip this cutscene. And we're officially out of the area for the first areas, and we made our way into the sewers.
A pharmaceutical company secretly making bioweapons.
There's nothing of note to do at the end of this, which is fine.
That explains the horrible things I've seen.
And that's why I'm looking for Annette Ford. She's the one Umbrella response system.
Based on what you've said, the sewer seems fitting. Gee, thanks. Can't imagine a real scientist being down here. Come on. Sewers are run by the city. How could they have a facility without the authorities knowing? Jesus! That an earthquake?
I sure as hell hope so.
Right. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I will see you next time in part 2, and we will continue in the sewers and hopefully reach the lab. Stick around.